What is up, iPad enthusiasts, and welcome back to iPad Focus. We are kicking things off today with some huge news about the upcoming M5 iPad Pro. Get ready because this next generation tablet is rumored to be packing some seriously significant upgrades, and we've got the inside scoop on what could be its secret weapon: a larger display. But that's not all. In a move that has the tech world buzzing, Apple is reportedly bringing a touchscreen and an OLED display to the MacBook Pro. This is massive news, and we'll break down exactly what it means for you and whether it spells the end for the iPad as we know it. Next, we're diving headfirst into iPadOS 26. Is this the update that finally bridges the gap between iPad and Mac, unlocking new levels of productivity? We've got a full breakdown of the features, the pros, and the cons, and whether it truly delivers the touchscreen Mac experience you've been dreaming of. And in a story that has to be heard to be believed, an air traffic controller tells a Spirit Airlines pilot to pay attention and get off the iPad while flying dangerously close to Air Force One. We've got all the audio and details on this incredible near miss. You absolutely have to stick around for this. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to iPad Focus, and ring that notification bell. The M5 iPad Pro's secret: a larger display is coming. Get ready because Apple's next-generation iPad Pro, slated for a late 2025 launch, is rumored to be packing a significant secret weapon: larger displays. This isn't just a minor tweak. We're talking about a substantial evolution that aims to keep the iPad Pro at the pinnacle of tablet technology for professionals, creatives, and power users alike. The biggest change? The upcoming iPad Pro models are expected to ditch the current 12.9-inch and 11-inch sizes for slightly larger 13.5-inch and 11.5-inch displays. These aren't just bigger for the sake of it. They'll incorporate cutting-edge tandem OLED technology. This advanced display tech promises thinner bezels, leading to a more immersive screen-to-body ratio without making the device itself unwieldy. Imagine your creative projects, your streaming content, your complex multitasking, all displayed with unparalleled clarity and precision on a larger canvas. Under the hood, the M5 chip is set to redefine performance. While specifics are still emerging, this next-generation silicon is designed to power through the most demanding workloads, ensuring a seamless and responsive experience whether you're editing 4K video, running complex design software, or juggling a dozen apps simultaneously. Coupled with this power boost, the new iPad Pro will also feature dual front-facing cameras, enhancing video conferencing and content creation with improved flexibility for both portrait and landscape orientations. Even though the overall battery life is expected to remain similar, the combined efficiency of the tandem OLED display and the M5 chip could offer subtle yet welcome gains for those long work sessions. Apple is expected to maintain the sleek, refined design of the current M4 model, focusing on the internal upgrades rather than a complete aesthetic overhaul. Pricing is also anticipated to remain consistent with current models, ensuring Apple continues to offer a premium product at a competitive price point. This evolution of the iPad Pro is already generating buzz, with tech enthusiasts and professionals eagerly anticipating how these larger displays and the M5 chip will elevate their workflows. Analysts suggest this move solidifies the iPad Pro's role as a primary device for many, rather than just a secondary gadget. But what happens when the iPad Pro gets good? Apple decides to bring similar tech to its laptops? We're about to find out. Next, we're diving into the groundbreaking news about the MacBook Pro finally getting a touchscreen and OLED display. MacBook with touchscreen is finally coming, and it won't replace iPad. Here's what we know. Prepare for a seismic shift in Apple's laptop lineup. For years, Apple, and even the late Steve Jobs, dismissed the idea of touchscreens on MacBooks. But according to a prominent analyst, that era is coming to an end, with a touchscreen MacBook Pro featuring an OLED display reportedly heading into production by late 2026 and set for a 2027 announcement. This development, first hinted at by Bloomberg and now detailed by analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, is a significant departure for Apple, a company that has famously poked fun at Microsoft's Windows hybrids. The move to integrate touch capabilities into the high-end MacBook Pro models is particularly interesting. Apple appears to be aware of the potential for cannibalization. A touchscreen MacBook could eat into iPad sales. By positioning this feature on the Pro variant, Apple might be attempting to carve out a distinct identity for its tablet line while still offering a more versatile laptop experience. Powering this new breed of MacBook Pro is expected to be the M7 chipset, aligning with the projected 2027 launch. This high-end processor, combined with the vibrant OLED display, will undoubtedly come with a premium price tag. Rumors suggest Apple might even offer two versions of the Pro model, one with a traditional trackpad and keyboard, and another that includes the touchscreen functionality. Adding to the future MacBook landscape, QO also mentioned a more affordable MacBook version. This model is anticipated to feature an A18 Pro chipset and a 13-inch display, but without touch support. With a potential early 2026 release, this budget-friendly option could also shake up the market, especially if its pricing is as competitive as rumored. The tech community is abuzz with speculation. While some see this as Apple finally embracing a more versatile computing paradigm, others question how macOS will adapt to touch input and whether it will truly enhance productivity or simply mimic existing Windows experiences. The implications for the iPad's future, particularly the iPad Pro, remain a key point of discussion. But will this new touchscreen MacBook Pro truly be the ultimate productivity machine, or will the iPad, with its latest software update, still hold its own? Let's find out. Next, we're diving deep into iPadOS 26 to see if it's the game changer we've been hoping for. iPadOS 26 review. iPads will never be the touchscreen Mac you wanted. For years, the dream of a MacBook convertible or even just a Mac with a touchscreen has been a persistent fan request. Now, with rumors of an OLED touchscreen MacBook Pro on the horizon, the question arises: does iPadOS 26 finally make the iPad the device that fulfills that long-held desire? The short answer: it makes the iPad a vastly better tablet, but it still won't replace your Mac. iPadOS 26 represents a significant leap forward for the iPad's multitasking capabilities. The introduction of improved app tiling and layered windows allows you to see and manage more apps simultaneously than ever before. This update addresses a long-standing limitation of iPadOS, which historically constrained users to just 2 apps at a time. Features like the updated Stage Manager and the new Fill and Arrange function, inspired by macOS, let you easily tile apps into various configurations, from simple side-by-side layouts to more complex grids. The visual overhaul, with its transparent, layered liquid glass look, also enhances usability, making it easier to swipe up from the bottom to see all your open apps. However, even with these advancements, the core hardware limitations of the iPad remain. The rounded corners and large bezels on the screen, even on a 13-inch model, eat into usable display real estate. Furthermore, iPadOS 26 still only supports one external display, and seamlessly moving windows between the iPad and a monitor can be a frustrating experience, with apps sometimes glitching or refusing to cooperate. The biggest hurdle, though, is application design. Many mobile apps simply aren't optimized for the kind of productivity tasks a laptop handles with ease. Trying to precisely place a cursor or highlight text in a mobile version of a document editor can be maddening, even with a magic keyboard. While Apple's own apps and some third-party applications like Slack and YouTube are well optimized, others, like Netflix, struggle with resizing and tiling features. The lack of certain key applications, such as a dedicated GeForce Now app for game streaming, further highlights the iPad's current ecosystem limitations. Despite these shortcomings, iPadOS 26 undeniably enhances the iPad's versatility. For users who need a secondary device for quick tasks, browsing, or managing social feeds, the iPad Pro with its powerful M4 chip and stunning tandem OLED display is now more capable than ever. It's a fantastic personal device that complements a primary workstation, but it's not yet ready to be your one and only computer. From the cutting edge of Apple's software to something far more alarming in the skies. What happens when a pilot gets told to put down their tablet? Next, we've got a stunning report from the cockpit involving a Spirit Airlines pilot and a very stern air traffic controller near Air Force One. Air traffic controller tells Spirit pilot to pay attention while flying near Air Force One. In a dramatic mid-air exchange that has raised eyebrows across the aviation industry, an air traffic controller issued a stern warning to a Spirit Airlines pilot, telling them to pay attention and get off the iPad as their flight navigated dangerously close to Air Force One. The incident occurred Tuesday morning as President Trump was en route to the United Kingdom aboard Air Force One. Spirit Flight 1300, en route to Boston Logan International Airport from Fort Lauderdale, was descending when the air traffic controller expressed increasing frustration. The controller repeatedly instructed the Spirit pilot to turn 20 degrees right, with the Spirit aircraft approximately 8 miles from Air Force One at the time. Audio recordings captured by LiveATCnet reveal the controller's escalating concern. "Pay attention, Spirit 1300, turn 20 degrees right now," followed by a more urgent Spirit Wings 1300, turn 20 degrees right immediately. The pilot eventually acknowledged, "20 degrees right, Spirit Wings 1300. The controller then delivered the now infamous line, "Pay attention," adding that Air Force One was off the Spirit plane's left wing by 8 miles and imploring the pilot to keep an eye out for me, white and blue. The situation escalated further when the controller admonished, "I gotta talk to you twice every time." The explicit instruction to disengage from the device was then given, "Pay attention, get off the iPad." It's worth noting that airline pilots routinely use iPads for critical navigation charts, manuals, checklists, performance data, and weather information. Spirit Airlines issued a statement asserting that the flight followed procedures and air traffic control, ATC instructions, and landed safely. The Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, confirmed they are aware of the social media reports and stated that required separation was maintained between the aircraft. A preliminary investigation reportedly indicated that the necessary separation was indeed upheld. This incident, first reported by John Nick on Blue Sky, highlights the critical importance of situational awareness in the cockpit, even with the advanced tools like iPads that pilots rely on daily. It serves as a stark reminder of the constant vigilance required in air traffic control and flight operations. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We've covered the future of iPads and MacBooks, the evolution of iPadOS, and a nail-biting encounter in the skies. All right, iPad fans, that's a wrap on an action-packed episode. We've seen the M5 iPad Pro might be getting bigger displays. The MacBook Pro is finally rumored to get a touchscreen. iPadOS 26 is making iPads more versatile, but not Mac replacements. And a Spirit Airlines pilot was told to get off their iPad near Air Force One. Don't forget to smash that like button if you found this video helpful, subscribe to iPad Focus for all your Apple tablet news, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Follow us on all social media platforms for more insights. We'll see you in the next one.